Beat Anglesea Sale Sharks, but with a new title this year.
Yeah, I mean, I've held back on the head coach job this year because obviously with Steve Diamond coming in, he effectively takes the role over. But for me this year, it's quite exciting times that I'm still heavily involved in the first team, and I'm also going to be involved in the academy and all rugby players coming through, etc.
I know it's the academy's target to have at least 2 or 3 players coming through every year. So can we look back at last year when you were involved in both capacities and who came through?
Well, what we ended up with in this situation is we were quite lucky with the academy and the academy lads that came through. We ended up with a situation where injuries, etc., that Liam Alex ended up with a regular starting place, Henry Thomas ended up with a regular starting place, and it's these sort of players with Will Addison, Tom Brady's, there's quite a number of players did come through, and we were quite fortunate with them because what really happened was the way that they performed and the way they excelled is it's got to be massive credit to these sort of lads that we ended up staying up in the league.
It's noticeable, I don't know whether it's because of the World Cup, Pete, but the Aviva A-League seems to have just 5 fixtures before Christmas. So is there a plan B to counteract players not having enough game time?
To be honest, we always knew that was going to happen. So the way that we're going to run it this year is we have only got 5 A-League fixtures as opposed to the normal 10. What we're going to do this year is we're going to spend more and more time with, or certainly I'm going to spend more time, that we're already speaking with clubs around. We will put lads out on loan to get them adult rugby, because it's good for 18-year-old lads that have played against their peers for a number of years to all of a sudden find themselves at a Sedgley Park or a Macclesfield or a Preston or a Files, these sort of clubs that they can go against. Sort of maybe ex-professionals, maybe lads that are tough, maybe hard, they've got all the experience, they know how to cheat, and it's good for these lads to play adult rugby. So what I'm going to do for the next year, I will be going around the country, I'm going to be watching these players. We've got this new affiliation with Leeds, which again we're going to send a couple of players out there, which all the lads will get 20, 25, 30 games in this year, which is anything more than 20 games for an academy lad where they're still building on their physicality and the strength is nothing but good for them. What we're also going to be doing is that all these academy lads for the first time this year will train regular with the first team, so they will get knocked around in training more than they've ever done previously.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for your time, Pete.
No problem, no, we'll be good. Thank you.